Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Auridia. In our previous episode, we did something to the Cognivore. We took his name? Question mark? We've also picked up all the research has been done for our friend Snorri. That was pretty exciting. Once the pieces started falling into place, it really kicked off. We've gotten a bunch of icons. We've got pretty far on the key items. I think we're at maximum amount of stuff. We're sitting at, if I turn off myself here, 30 out of 40 needed for a stamina upgrade, which I'm betting is gonna be the last stamina upgrade. So I'm thinking there's something down here in Stonewarren that we can do to get into there. I want to see if we can figure it out. It might take a little bit of doing. This might be for nothing. I don't know. It's always hard to tell with these sort of things, but we've checked. We've checked down here a few times before, and it's not been terribly forthcoming. But all right. So that's not changed. At all, which makes me suspicious that maybe there's another way through or something. I mean, this is a pretty hard edge right here. This is a less hard edge. It's possible that it's, hidden down here. Nope. Interesting that the tendrils aren't here. There was a lot of tendril stuff going on before. Yeah. I was thinking maybe right here, but it doesn't seem like it. I think it's worth going to the altar of that which trembles to try and do this. We do need to turn in more names. Travel. Wait. A vision form. A shriek pierces your concentration. Something else has taken hold of that altar. It does not want you there. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Because it knows I'm coming for it? Well. Travel. Tranquility. I can't fast travel to you, and you are extra useless to me. wish that it wasn't. An ornate dais studded with crystals, gold thread wax spread across it as you watch ripples form, dissipate, and reform on the surface in an endless cycle. As you approach, you detect a presence, but it feels distant. The presence has lost interest in you. Get sundered. You gaze into the crystal above the altar and trace your fingers across the stone underneath. Shapes and sounds twist before you, ones that move in ways that cannot be drawn or spoken, but they can be known. A name forms in your mind, and the stone splits beneath your fingers with a violent crack. It has been released from the altar. It is yours now. Ooh, and that cleared up a bunch of the crap. Nice. Shy, the name of a frantic dreamer that always speaks to something new. The Auridians knew it as that which trembles. A name is an address, a command, and a truth. It can be known in only one place, and you have made that place your brain. Use this at the Grand Altar with 3 more. Cool. Alright, I want to go down and then over. Oh, I destroyed myself. Because I kind of suspect that there's a secret way over here. Really? There's not. Damn, that was honestly like my best theory. Oh, well, can't go back that way. Don't know how to get in here, and it's bothering me. Well, with that not necessarily available, let's see about going to some of the others. Yeah. So it doesn't want to let me go there. That's fine. We can work around it. Oh yeah, and it broke. Cool. Is this the best way to do this, actually? My thinking is go straight across, down over, down over, down over. Yeah. Best might be potentially overselling it, but yeah. I feel a little weird the way that we've come through this spot so many times as of late. That's okay. I do like that there's still a use case for that power, even with the addition of flight. Like, because this one can penetrate through things, it's like, okay, well, try and stop me. Sundering. don't know why I didn't read that text. It just did not. I don't know. Genuinely don't know why I didn't do that. All right, let's travel to let's go Tranquility since it's kind of in the middle. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Give me 1 sec. All right, I've pulled up my footage so I can actually read this. T, the name of the primeval beast, unaware of its dreams, all who discover it called it the breach, for that is all it is. All right, so there we go. Nothing too fancy. I don't know why I skipped through this. So from here, we should be able to relatively easily travel over, down, over, down, over, down, over into the womb. This spot, again, feels like a something to me. Maybe cut content, like maybe a intended like boss or something. Not that this game really does bosses, but it's got the look of, hey, this was gonna be a thing, and now it's not. Okay, this area got complicated. Alright, Sunder. This one is called Ori, the name of a covetous dreamer who some call the jealous womb. Alright. Now, do we have to go to Sophia, I wonder? Travel. Go to Sophia's prison and then fly up there and talk to her. I've searched Thales' chambers, and I can see what you found there. To carry out that rite, you will need sovereignty over the divine. You will need their names. I once devised a way to learn those names. I used it to acquire one for my patron. You will find that rite in a chapel I built. Its location is already known to you, marked on your map. To find it, sunder the names from these altars. They will give you the authority you need to perform the rite you found in Thales' chambers. You have what you need to sunder a name. Bring it to the altars that still hold a deity and take their names for yourselves. Bring them to the grand altar at Agora, in the Agora, and banish this evil presence. Alright, I think that means I have maxed it out. So I think we are now basically at the point of doing the thing, right? Did I forget one of the gods? Key items? Nope. Icons, rights. So, Jima, Shia, T, Hori. Offer 4 sundered names. I still feel like there ought to be something happening here. The fact that it's like tagged on our map. But it is cool that we get to see like the sundered nature of this right from the get. Alright. So I think now choices have to happen. Alright, yeah. They're all red other than this center one. Form a right. But we have to choose now. Double check to see if you have anything new to say. Hello again. Door. So let's make a choice. Stop the violet light from spreading, or seal our world off. Burying Auridia. I mean, Rite of Tranquility sounds appealing. You sit in front of the altar and hum in a deep baritone. Spirits rise from the earth to answer your call. They have wandered aimlessly, some for millennia. They are well acquainted with the dangers of the cosmos that surrounds this realm. If you proceed, this realm will be isolated from that unforgiving cold. No longer will the evils that lurk outside prey upon this world, and no longer will those in the waking world lose themselves in the dream of the infinite cosmos. Do you wish to seal the cosmos off, to usher in an era of comfort and tranquility? The talking about spirits has given me pause. I really want to figure out those last few spirits. So, slightly against my better judgment, I am gonna go ahead and like try and look up what the deal is with that, because that to me, that dialogue felt very like, hey, this is like point of no return, like you're choosing an ending to the game, and I don't want to end with like one thing left to do. So give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I'm a little annoyed. It is something related to this, so I must have just literally just missed it. Can I travel now to that? I can. Excellent. Now, if I just go down and over, dang it! I'm slightly annoyed that I tried that and I locked myself out of doing it in that pass because the ground came back so quickly. But it's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. I'm actually dead wrong. It's actually the next room up. I straight up just looked at the map wrong. So that actually makes me feel a little bit better in that I didn't come tantalizingly close to doing it and then messed it up at the last second. I just messed it up. It's somewhere. Here. I should be more patient. He says, and then is promptly not patient. Oh, I even see it. He does a thing where bits that you can get through tend to be a little bit bumpy. Okay, fair enough. All it took. Interesting. Champion, light every shrine, which we've done, but that brought us only to 33 out of 40. That actually did not get us all the way there. I'm quite surprised by that. Myself. All right, well, I'm surprised that the number of spirits don't work out to be an even number of upgrades. I'm quite surprised by that. Hold on. I want to go talk to the turtle again just to see if he has anything to say about that. Because maybe he will. Hey, bud. Okay. Interesting. I'm really quite surprised that that's not an even number. It makes me think that I've missed something, but I don't see how I could have. Like we've done all the shrines, we've acquired all the relics. All right. Tranquility time. You wish to seal the cosmos off to usher in an era of comfort and tranquility. Yes. Following your lead, the spirits prepare a seal. Complete it. The deities that remain in this realm must be escorted out. A deep voice issues from your lips as you invoke the names you have learned and command them to leave. One by one, they exit. But there is one deity whose name you do not know. You only have a name it borrows, one it wears like an ill-fitting robe. This deity has no intention of relinquishing its presence in the waking world. It has a sliver of influence and begins to exercise it. Oh, okay. Is this actually a boss fight? I thought it was going to be a chase sequence, but it does not seem like it's going to be one. Okay, immediate, okay. Don't have health, that does make it slightly strange. Oh, these are not corrupted. necessarily realized. Honestly, a good thing that I don't repel, because boy howdy, doing a bad job. I might be resetting the boss fight by accident is less than ideal. I did a bad job there, but that's okay. I still enjoyed it. Like the I know that some people are grouchy about the like no damage, no combat thing, but like I don't need that to have a good time. Protector of Auridia, defeat the awakened blight. Your journal has been updated. Don't worry, Story, are you okay? Oh, goodness me, you're safe and sound. I admit, I looked away the moment I saw that horrid creature emerge. I don't know what it was or where it came from, and I just couldn't bear to watch it devour you whole. Yet, here you are. And the violent blight, did it recede? Unless my eyes deceive me, I do believe it did. Was that your doing? Yes. I cannot say that I fully grasp it, but I believe you have stopped something very sinister. In any case, I am relieved. I was beginning to worry we would never find our way out, with all that blight in the way. I believe there's nothing left for us here. Let's leave this place and carry its stories back to the surface. Alright? Cool. And the faster movement thing is not joking around. Yeah. You scale the tunnel walls, leaving Auridia behind. When you reach the surface, you will tell your story. End. Tranquility, seal the waking world off from the cosmos and leave Auridia in peace. Soul Dweller are the achievements we just got. You climb to the surface as Auridia enters a new age. Sophia remains below, free at last due to your mercy. She has the means to escape, but lacks the will to. Will spend her last hours in the city she unwittingly condemned. The waking world has been sealed off from the cosmos, and the deities who dream of other realms will have no more influence here. Without a mind to animate it, the violet blight will suffocate. As you followed in your grandfather's footsteps, you completed the journey he started. You formed a complete picture of Auridia's history and solved its mysteries. Nori accompanies you to the surface, and the book he publishes is read by thousands. On its first page, he describes himself as a mere scribe. The true story, he writes, was discovered by his co-author, a fellow traveler he met in the caverns below. A game by Reed Molbach. Music by Rory Semetes. Additional assets by those people. These additional assets. Do I recognize these names from the thing? Yeah, Rory Samvaran. Yeah, for the testing. All right, cool. The names that we saw in the little hidden glade behind the turtle. Very cool. Artifacts collected, 33 out of 33. Shrines lit, 56 out of 56. Gnosis gained, 3 out of 4. Research level co-author, 8 out of 8 topics completed. So we missed a Gnosis. I'll be honest, I have no idea where that last Gnosis might be. We found the one in the Scholars area. No idea where that might be. That's fun. That gives us a choice here. I like that. You know what? I am okay with walking away from this game without. Well, am I? Well, let's see where last saved position spits us out. I assume. Oh, it's right here. Interesting. Okay, cool. So we could go back, presumably, at any time. Oh, do we think the last one is actually... No, okay. I thought maybe it would be right here, which would be very cheeky. Let's do this. We can look at map. There's a Gnosis here. No, here. Which did have that yellow line right there. So can we use that to make any deductions? Not really, if I'm being honest. I'm looking for rooms that might have it. There's not that many rooms in this game. Like, it's a large game, but it's not that large. So I feel like I've got a decent memory of the rooms. There's one here that we got. I don't know where it would be. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I'm curious if there's like some extra little thingy there. So give me just 1 second. All right. So Steam discussions make me think that if I go to where Sophie is and then go left, you might find it. Possibly in that room that I found so peculiar. Yes. Okay. Fun. Oh, and I even remember like seeing this knobbly ceiling and saying like, "Oh, there's a something there." The astronomer's practicum for those who court obsession. Okay. Alright, so this is our path of pain. Okay, so we've got a shortcut back around. Love that, and I love that I can see that there's probably another one if I turn myself off here. Looks like that might be like a recurring pattern. Oh, come on. Might should have grabbed the feather fall one. Not doing good with the reading it aspect. Oh, come on. Oh, man, there's a dude there. This is pretty tough. Come on. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about the bouncing on the gunk. He says, and then promptly forgets the other inputs. I don't. My brain has turned off. I have no explanation. Honestly, I was doing better without the remembering that I could do that. apparently my brain has just like a limited number of mint text that I can hold on to at any given time. And this game somehow, and I'm not really sure how, but somehow this game like hits that limit. No, I was right there. That wasn't ideal. Here I was worried that this was going to be like a 15-minute episode. Apparently not actually a concern. No, come on! Ah. You know what this kind of reminds me of? In the most recent Prince of Persia game, there are some parkour challenges that feel like they're from a different game because they come at you so suddenly with how hard they are. This feels a little bit like that. Not quite as bad, I don't think. But like, I could have sworn I did the thing, but you know, obviously the hitbox disagrees. Because, you know, Path of Pain has the enormous advantage of, like, you've spent a fair bit of time platforming just to get to the Path of Pain. So I think players... Also, it's just hard to find. So, like, people who find the Path of Pain are people who are looking for it. That's enough. Damn it. I'm convinced that the diagonal is the way that I want to tackle that bit, but it is causing me problems. No, I didn't pull back enough. Nope, too far. Good. Sweet Jesus. We did it. We did it, chat. Stone table, curiously unadorned. Stacks of tablets and scrolls lie at the base. Its surface is barren except for an iron tool that resembles a large spoon. Examine the tool. An iron handle attached to a scoop, a little larger than your fist. With dreadful certainty, you see its purpose, a rite of sorts, albeit a simple one undertaken by the most accomplished of astronomers. Take out your eyes. Let's do it. The scoop is a little large for one of your stature, but it will do. You stare at it with grim conviction. You know the path of the learned. Is this what you want? Yes. You seek truth, but your eyes lie to you. You cannot suffer liars. You raise the tool. True vision is the achievement we just got. You raise the tool and put an end to the deception once and for all. Now you can see. You have acquired vestigial organs. Vestigial organ, step away, deepens gnosis, a crude sensory apparatus meant to comfort dull minds. True growth requires courage. One must not become dependent on mediocre aids. Oh, cool. Rite of Ascension? No stone unturned. Find every item and light every shrine. One of the forbidden rites reaches for powers beyond the invoker's grasp. Dangerous in theory, but functionally harmless. Only the names of the divine can fuel the rite, and those are locked inside their altars. So, in order to apply this, would we need to have done this before where we are technically in the game? Like, I'm curious, can we perform this right? I feel like the answer should be no, because we've already performed the other rite. Let's see where this spits us out. If I get here and it's like, yeah, all right, so I'm betting that I have screwed myself. Save and quit. Start game. Progress after right will be lost. I am somewhat unwilling to redo that bit of the game. Like that's just, ooh, that's a bit much. Also, why would that spat me out here, of all places? I guess this was the last, like, position? We're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna travel to Sophia's prison. Just see... Yeah, there's gunk here. Oh, I think I've still got... Okay, interesting. So it was it easier? Core value of easier. Yeah. You're shitting me. Oh, I am not sure that I want to go through this again. Yeah. Come on. You're shitting me. Alright. I'm good. I'm okay. We've done this. Maybe I might look up what Rite of Ascension does, but this feels like it's a error of my own making, but I don't know how long it took me to get through this the first time, and it seems like it's tougher now. I saw the little save icon. I might try and do a little finagling. Well, we'll give it one more try, just for old time's sake. I like that I've said multiple times, like, oh no, I'll stop, and here I am. This game's got a talent for making me want to keep playing even when I should really stop. Damn. Could do without the reveal thingy happening every time we get down here. There. I do appreciate that we're not wasting our time here, right? Like, we are right back. There's no like Donkey Kong Country song telling us that we died or anything like that, right? Like, I just straight up hit the wrong button there. And there. Just like, oh, screwed it up. Back at it. Which I think is good. Like, I think that this level of platforming sort of stuff does kind of require it. Hollow Knight and Silksong sort of get a pass, but also sort of don't. I'm not totally sure, like, what the move here is. Like, I feel like the diagonal bounce is the answer, but boy, that is tricky. Yes! Oh my god. I can't believe that. You can probably tell there's been a slight lighting change. I had to stop recording and walk away and come back, and here we are. A stone tablet, curiously unadorned. Stacks of tablets and scrolls lie at the base. Its surface is barren except for an iron tool that resembles a large spoon. Alright, let's carve out our eyes. We have the vestigial organs, which have deepened our gnosis. That's the rite of ascension. And you know what? We didn't do this last time. We didn't actually look at the map for this. It's kind of surprising to me, honestly. Like, if we think of this as being our Path of Pain equivalent, it's slightly surprising that there's essentially only two sections. There's the first section, and then the second section. And there's not, like, it feels like there should be a third section right here, right? Also, I hadn't clocked before this, molten planet in the background. Cool. That one's... looks like Mars, almost. I can't believe that I just needed to walk away and have some dinner. Oh, didn't think about that situation. This was easier before. There we go. There we go. Are these barriers just here now? Like, would they go away if I walked around? Yeah, they're just there. Interesting. Huh. I had slightly mixed feelings about that. Right. I'm assuming that you don't have anything to say about this. No, okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's travel back to the Grand Altar. And let's see if we can't do the Rite of Ascension. Before we do that, we'll double check and see. Do you have anything to say? Yes, I'm glad that I did this. Oh my dear, your eyes. What happened to your eyes? I can see further now. I don't believe you're doing well. Still in shock from the trauma, no doubt. Take your time. I'm here if you need anything. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It feels a little weird. We got fourth Gnosis, which presumably lets us see more, but like, there's kind of nothing more to see. We know that we've gotten all of the relics, we've gotten all of the spirits. Like, we're maxed out as far as everything indicates. This line right here feels suspicious to me. I don't think it's anything, but it can't be anything. Yeah, this is such a short and sweet game. I do wish that there was more. Like, I wish that there was like another area down here or something. But like, it's really hard when you're designing games and everything to make them not jump the shark. So I get it. All right, let's do Rite of Ascension. This altar is unlike the others. It is a gateway to the cosmos, bound to no individual god. Many have crossed its threshold, but you could do more. With a name, you could sail its seas for eternity. Perhaps you can conceive a dream of your own. Would you like to abandon your flesh in this realm and explore the infinite richness that awaits beyond it? Actually, hold on. We're going to, real quick, just make absolutely sure we've got a save before this final rite. Here we go. The crystals above the altar freeze. Blood thunders through your temples. Your scars burn. A deep voice issues from your lips, and as you invoke the names you have learned, you will unmake them and shape them into one that is new. But there is one deity whose name you do not know. You have only a name it borrows one. It wears like an ill-fitting robe. This deity has no intention of relinquishing its presence in the waking world. It has a sliver of influence and begins to exercise it. Alright, so we have to do the final boss battle again. Let's see if we can do a better job today than we did last time. We're off to a somewhat inauspicious start. much better, much better attempt. Complete this right. After what could have been minutes, or what could have been years, you awaken. The nothingness surrounding you is vast, but stars twinkle in the distance. You gaze at them and ponder what happens in the waking world. Sophia remains below, free at last due to your mercy. She has the means to escape, but lacks the will to. She will spend her last hours in the city she unwittingly condemned. The deities have abandoned Auridia, as their names in this realm were consumed to fuel your ascension. The violet blight suffocates. Cut off from its creator, only one altar to the divine remains, your own. Eventually, Snorri finds his way to the surface, and the book he publishes is read by thousands. On its first page, he describes himself as a mere scribe. The true story, he writes, was discovered by his co-author, a fellow traveler he met in the caverns below, who vanished without a trace. I wonder if... probably the simplest way to do this is just to have totally different blocks of text that vary depending on various flags, but it could also just be a little more complicated where it's a block of text and then an if statement about a following block of text and then an if statement about following block of text. There's a few ways to do this, but clearly there's a lot of overlap with what we saw before, but also a lot different than what we saw before. I'm pretty sure the vanished without a trace wasn't there in our previous final scene. Your future is uncertain. Tucked away in the infinite layers of the cosmos are the gods you communed with, the gods you could find by name. Perhaps you will seek them out, lurking in their corners, or perhaps you prefer to go your own way. The choice is yours. Bound by neither flesh nor time, a solitary journey awaits. Cool. Thank you. I really liked this game. We already talked about this a little bit, but I think that the kind of combat-free, just exploring approach works really well. Metroidvanias don't need combat to be Metroidvanias. The definitive feature of any Metroidvania is exploring, finding abilities that let you explore more. That's the beating heart, the most simple form of a Metroidvania, and this game obviously does that. We explore, we find new abilities, we find lore that lets us access stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, I do wish that there was just more of this game. It's like a short hike or any of a dozen other fun little indie games that are really short. They don't waste your time. Just here's the good stuff and we're done. And I'm just oh man, but I want more of the good stuff. But that's hard to do as a game developer. There's definitely a point where you're adding content and you're watering down the good stuff. Soup is not made better by adding more water. The game here is interesting in that I feel like I did a lot of reading. There's a lot of lore in this game, which ordinarily I might actually kind of ding it for. The amount of reading descriptions and reading, that final paragraph there, or final whole screen of paragraphs, plural, saying this is the ending, you have ascended, all that stuff. That's a lot of reading, but I didn't mind it in this game. And I think part of it is because the reading being so Lovecraftian is very fresh to me. There's not very many Metroidvanias that really tap into this, and just the vibes were good. I was enjoying the lore. It helped also that, and this is a very me thing, because there was only effectively 3 characters, Sophie, Snorri, and Erd. Like, I wasn't trying to do a bunch of different voices. A lot of this was just me reading, like, tablets and stuff. And so I didn't, like, strain myself doing that, which is good. Again, that's a very me thing. If I was playing this not on camera, it wouldn't be a concern at all. But, you know. Let's see. It was interesting the way that the mechanics sort of like superseded each other, but not entirely. So like we have the torch to start with, and you know we were still using the torch there in the final boss fight. We had the grappling hook was largely supplanted by the teleport forward, and then the teleport forward was largely supplanted by the flying ability, but not entirely. The teleport forward lets you still get through barriers, and the grappling hook did have some utility. I think that the grappling hook, like if this game got a DLC or something, got an extra area, I think a bit where the grappling hook could get a little extra kick at the end as you like released to get a little bit more height, because there was kind of the problem, right, of when you would grapple, it was hard to like flick yourself up, and then like once you got flight can do the going up no problem. So I think that the grappling hook could have had a little more utility grafted onto it to keep it more relevant, but it's fine that it wasn't. The shield did get a little unpredictable with like which direction you were gonna bounce off to, but that's physics, you know, like a round thing hitting an irregular shape. Sometimes you just go off in weird directions that you didn't expect. That happens. Let's see. I enjoyed the research aspect. I think that was clever. The way that you were finding things and then you needed to fit the things to what he was researching, but there was clearly more things that you were finding than you needed. So like that creates some gameplay, some games design space elbow room where the developer could have more things. You couldn't find things in different order, find a different combination of things, and not get too frustrated. And we found a few relics after having already completed the research, and it said like at the bottom it had a little check mark saying like research already completed. But I still didn't mind like finding those things because I wanted to find all the things. So yeah, I think it was a really good decision to not have health. I think that not having health was the correct call for this game, especially there at the end where we're doing that tougher platforming section, that instant respawn, and just like I'm not worrying about running out of health. I'm not sitting there waiting for health to come back, a la the Hive Blood charm in Hollow Knight. It's just like, I don't know, keep going, keep trying, go forever. I think that was the correct call. So yeah, overall, big fan of this game. Definitely going to be recommending it to people. And I hate that it's over. I hate that we've completed it. I'm curious, one last thing before we go. Let's see. We are actually missing some achievements. There's an achievement for turning immediately around and leaving. Leave the caverns before setting foot in Auridia. And there's an achievement for expelling the divine, so that's just a different ending. Defy gravity, stay airborne for 20 seconds. Finish the game without ever trading spirits to a deity. Complete a final rite and leave Auridia without increasing your stamina, and speed them and complete a final rite and leave Auridia in under 2 hours. I'll be honest, all of those do seem pretty doable. The 2 hours would be tough, but doable. Doing without any spirit or stamina upgrades would be tough, but that seems totally doable. Desertion. Awake the cognivore and leave, abandoning Auridia to its fate. Interesting. And reach maximum stamina. So we never did reach maximum stamina because we did trade stuff in for plot reasons. Interesting. Prescience. Light a blight stalk before you can see it. Oh, that sounds... I guess you would throw a bomb at something off screen. That's pretty doable, probably. Just have to do a little bit of planning. Anywho, I'm not gonna trophy hunt on camera. That doesn't sound like time. But for you guys, I'm just not a trophy hunter kind of guy. I'm fine not getting 100% trophies. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Auridia. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I've had a great time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.